Okay, ready? Hello everybody, welcome to this session with Saar from Feelter. So welcome, maybe Saar, introduce yourself a little bit. I heard you're VP of R&D of Feelter. Tell us what you do, who are you?
That's true, I'm VP of R&D in Feelter. We're a startup working for the last 2 years. I'm in charge of the core algorithms behind Feelter. We'll talk about it later, so it'll be more clear what are these algorithms doing.
Sure.
A little bit about myself. I'm both a mathematician and a researcher, and I'm interested in human behavior. I'm also actually an artist, a performance artist. And what always interests me is not only algorithms, but the interaction. The interaction between algorithms and human behavior, and how they influence each other and how they interact with each other. This leads us also to what Feelter does and what we do here.
So where did you studied math and human behavior?
I studied in Tel Aviv University in the multidisciplinary program for outstanding students. I've also studied theater and philosophy and math and all around. Trying to combine different fields and not interested in locking myself into one methodology.
Yeah, very nice. So yeah, you get a really wide spectrum of things you do. So tell me, what does Feelter do?
So Feelter actually helps people make decisions, shopping decisions, and we do it based on social networks because consumer behavior has shifted and people are using more and more the social networks, and they're already sharing extraordinary amounts of data and information and talking about everything. And still, there is no efficient tool to make decisions based on all of this data. Usually we go to e-commerce websites, we read the reviews over there, trying to get a better understanding, but we can't really trust it because it's on the e-commerce platform. You know that they can be manipulated. You know, you don't see the faces behind them, you don't know who wrote it, you don't know. And on the other hand, you have the social networks, all this valuable data, but you don't have any organized means to search it and to get information out of it. And that's exactly what Feelter does. We, for each product and for each vertical, we can identify all the mentions, photos, videos that were written or mentioning this product. But not only that, we analyze them, both using natural language processing techniques to understand, to give it a score, to understand whether people said good or bad things about the product and the different features. But most important, we choose from this incredible amount of mentions only the ones that can support your decisions. So we're actually interested in what is it in a social mention, in a social discussion that can help you make decisions, that can give you a better picture about the product.
So maybe give me, like, you know, that sounds very nice, but like maybe give me like a real example from, like, well, what does it mean for me as a consumer when I'm looking, let's say, to buy a new bike or buy cinema tickets, or like what does it help me to use Feelter?
I'll explain. Let's say you want to buy a new smartphone and you're checking for different types of smartphones. People write a lot about their smartphones all the time. And if someone wrote to his friends on Facebook that he just bought a new iPhone a week ago and now he dropped it to the toilet. That's very interesting. But it's interesting for him, it's interesting for his friends, it's not interesting for you when you want to make a decision. But if you wrote that only 6 months ago you bought the new iPhone and already after 2 hours the battery runs out, this is a valuable piece of information. And to gather these pieces to understand whether they're talking about general stuff or about features of the product and actually showing sentiment, saying good or bad things about them that can support the decisions, this is what our algorithms
can understand. Very interesting. So basically, like you help. It's basically like the TripAdvisor. Like that's when I associate it with, like, you know, for shopping or.
TripAdvisor do it for travel, of course, and they're one centralized place that asks people to write reviews. We're actually gathering them anyhow. We don't believe that you need to ask anyone to take their time and create more content. Content is being created all of the time spontaneously, and when it's created spontaneously, it's more authentic. It has more value because you really get the full picture. It's like going, maybe it's like going to the hotel and hearing people who stayed there talking about their experience. It's more authentic.
Very good. So you guys are, I heard, very successful. You just won an award at Gimmick, if I remember correctly.
Just a week ago. Yeah.
That was congratulations for that. And tell me how is it going with in terms of development, sales, where you guys are standing?
So right now we don't have any sales team.
Okay.
We have 6 tech people. We worked.
So you're hiring? Tell the guys.
We're hiring very soon, and we're about to open our. We're now planning to open our US headquarters.
Yeah.
And most of our sales will be over there. We had, apart from winning Gimmick last week, one of the most important factors in our short history was that we were finalists in Mass Challenge Boston.
Okay.
And we spent there the summer.
Yeah.
This gave us lots of opportunities and connections. We started discussions with giants that we haven't expected to reach that soon, and without any sales team.
Yeah.
We've only this week closed a deal with our largest clients until today.
Without sales team.
Without any sales team.
That's impressive.
Yeah, actually, I think the idea, Feelter does something that nobody else does right now, and it's something that the market is really looking for. Yeah. And we really can notice that because this client came to us after an article was published about us, and they just called us and told us, hey, that is exactly what we were looking for, and we tried to find someone doing it, and you're here, come on, let's go live. Yeah. So we really feel the market is looking for this solution, and those are great things for us.
For sure. Okay, good. So thank you very much for that interview. I really appreciate you watching the video. If you like it, let me know and give me some feedback, and I'm sure you can contact these guys whenever you need. And have a good day.
Thank you.